Hi, this is Lauren White with this week's edition of the Net News. Join us for our Superheroes Harvest Weekend, October 31st and November 1st. Come dressed as your favorite superheroes for all of our weekend worship services. Our Superhero Harvest celebration will begin immediately following our Saturday night worship. Enter your best crock pot of chili in our Super Chili Cook-Off by emailing your name and chili cook-off to BurnetAv@AOL.com. The chili, along with hot dogs and chips, will serve as our harvest meal for the evening. We also need volunteers to decorate rooms, host games, serve food, and distribute candy. Reserve your room and theme by emailing your name and theme to BurnetAv@AOL.com. Everyone is asked to donate bagged candy to be handed out to our little superheroes. Donations can be brought to the church anytime through October 31st. It's Homecoming Inside Outreach. As we celebrate our 126th church anniversary and homecoming on November 8th, we want to reach out to the community with a day of service on Saturday, November 7th. Members and friends of the Net can sign up today in the foyer to volunteer at various community ministries. On our day of service, we want all our volunteers to wear your Inside Outreach t-shirts. Teen Summit will be in session at the Net on November 2nd and 3rd from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for middle and high school students who enrolled during the summer session. Students must bring their lunch and parents must sign their children in and out. The Net's chess ministry is open to children and youth in grades 1 through 12 and meets each Wednesday at 6 p.m. in the multipurpose room. Whether you have advanced experience or none at all, you will be trained and coached to eventually compete against other youth chess teams in the city and state. Get ready for our Wednesdays in the Word Revival series. Join us each Wednesday in November at 7 p.m. for power-packed teaching and preaching from dynamic duos Reverend George Parks Jr. and Reverend Terry E. Mackey on November 4th, Dr. Charles E. Goodman Jr. and Reverend Eric L. Alexander on November 11th, Reverend J. Lawrence Turner and Reverend Charles E. Turner on the 18th, and to close out the series, our Thanksgiving Eve speaker will be Dr. F. Bruce Williams on November 25th. Special music guests will be featured each week. Burnett Avenue will hold another pre-marriage seminar for couples contemplating marriage. This free seminar runs for 6 weeks on Thursdays at 7 p.m. beginning November 5th and will be led by a licensed family therapist. The seminar is mandatory for couples who want Pastor Schull to perform their wedding. Register online. Attention middle and high school students, we're heading back to Indianapolis, Indiana for Word of Life's Reverb Night. Meet here at the church on Friday, November 13th at 4 p.m. and we'll travel to Bankers Life Fieldhouse to watch the Indiana Pacers take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. After the game, we'll worship and play at the stadium and then travel to Incrediplex for hours of late-night pizza, drinks, and more fun. We'll return to the church at 5 a.m. on November 14th. The entire cost for this event is $53 per person. Please stop by the Welcome Center following any worship service or Wednesday night Bible study to complete the registration process. Your contributions to the Net are greatly appreciated. Your tithes and offering can be given on our website at www.burnetavbap.com. At our giving kiosk in the foyer, use your debit card to give your tithes and offerings, as well as make payments for special events. And with cash or check in our offering envelopes during any of our worship services. Please be sure to pick up your envelope as you enter worship and complete them with your full name so that contributions are credited correctly to your end-of-year giving record. This has been this week's edition of the Net News. See you soon.